Welcome back, Nerd Squad, to Top 10 Nerd. I'm your host, Johnny Rogers. Are you ready to find out which version of Spider-Man is the strongest? Of course you are, that's why you're here. We have gone through alternate versions of Peter Parker before, but today we'll be ranking them by strength. So if you're new here, make sure you tap that subscribe button for more videos like this one, and comment down below with which friendly neighborhood Spider-Man that you think is the strongest. Plus, we are excited to announce that Top 10 Nerd has collaborated with Universal Pictures to give our fans a chance to win a copy of the film Fighting with My Family. It's being released on Blu-ray, DVD, digital release, and on demand today, May 14th. Fighting with My Family is produced by Dwayne Johnson and is based on the true story of how a wrestler named Paige got a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to try out for the WWE. So to enter the contest, search for @Top10NerdOfficial on Instagram, give us a follow, like the contest photo, and tag 2 friends that you would want to watch this movie with, and that's it. You'll be entered to win, and we'll pick 3 lucky winners. Once we have our winners, you will receive a DM with further details on claiming your prize. Thanks again to Universal Pictures Home Entertainment for sponsoring this video, and keep an eye on our Instagram page for future contests like this one. Now drink your pre-workout, mix your protein shakes, and get ready for the top 10 strongest alternate versions of Spider-Man. In at number 10, Spider-Punk. When a radioactive spider crawled out of an illegal waste dump, the foul-mouthed teen Hobie Brown was bitten and became a spider totem for the Earth-138 universe. He also goes by the name Radioactive Suicide Machine, who leads a spider army to defeat President Osborn and his oppressive regime. When Spider-Punk was faced with Osborn's Thunderbolt department rallying together to take out the lower classes of society, he utilized 15,000 volts of punk rock to disable their venom tech. And for his final number, he defeated Osborn by smashing him in the head with an electric guitar. In our opinion, he should be renamed Spider Metal for that good deed. Barking his way in at number 9, Spider-Wolf. This super strong Spidey comes from Earth 13989 and is a version of Spider-Man that had also become infected by werewolf powers. Not too much is known about these Spider-Wolf origins other than that he came from a dimension called Lycanosphere, where there's a good chance that everyone is a werewolf there. His powers are very similar to that of Peter's in the 616 continuity, except with werewolf powers on top of that. His strength is much greater though because of that werewolf mix. It's also worth noting that another version of this Spider-Wolf exists in Earth 7085, where it appears in Marvel Zombies vs. Army of Darkness. In at number 8, PATTON. This version of Spider-Man is the sum of every nightmare ever merged and manifested into a spider human-like creature. It's as if the spider portion got a little too much control over the body. When Patton was trying to assist his neighbor Sarah Jane in freeing the animal test subjects at Alcorp, he was bitten by this enormous red spider. Patton is able to transform into the monstrous creature at any time, equipped with large venomous fangs, 8 eyes, 4 arms, and 4 legs. He could scare away anything and anyone. Probably the most disturbing strength that Patton has is his ability to impregnate anyone with spiders by simply biting them. We saw this when Sarah Jane knocked on Patton's door after going in for a kiss. He bit her on the neck, and soon after, hundreds of baby spiders emerged from the bite marks. In at number 7, Spider-Man 2099. In the 90s, Marvel wanted to create a future timeline for its superhero universe set in 2099. It takes the likes of familiar heroes and villains and reimagines them as their future counterparts. To become the Spider-Man of 2099, geneticist Miguel O'Hara injects himself with a 50% DNA template of a spider. Therefore, he possesses very similar strengths to the 616 Spider-Man, but at his peak can show off some seriously superhuman strength, lifting up to 10 tons. It's known that his leg strength is remarkable as well, allowing him to leap up to heights of 30 feet in just a single bound. In at number 6, Ghost Spider. The amazing thing about this version of Spider-Man is that his Uncle Ben was never killed. Instead, he helped Peter train as a hero. He soon became the Amazing Spider-Man and used his resources of being a popular hero and successful scientist to create his own company called Parker Technologies. However, this Peter and Ben duo were kind of evil. They began summoning Spider-Men from other universes only to steal their powers to increase their own. However, when the Spider-Man from Earth 616 showed up, the two fought until the Amazing Spider-Man was caught in his own machine, killing him in the process. While trapped in hell to be punished on his actions for Earth, the Sorcerer Supreme, who was in his astral form at the time, freed Parker but infused him with the spirits of the damned while doing it. This gave him a new lease on life, but it also meant that he would awaken as the Ghost Spider, a hero with the powers of both Spider-Man and Ghost Rider. In at number 5, Spider-Cyborg. This lean mean fighting spider machine has all of the same abilities of Peter Parker and Earth 616, except with cybernetic enhancements. Not to mention, he has this crazy sonic cannon instead of a right arm, and was strong enough to be recruited by the superior Spider-Man. Because of the cybernetic combination, he has superhuman strength and can even conceal his cyborg body until he decides to flex those robot powers. In at number 4, 6-armed Spider-Man. When Peter tries to drink a formula to rid himself of his spider powers, things go in the exact opposite way, with Parker now growing 4 extra arms. The 6-armed Spider-Man is from Earth 92100 and didn't realize until fighting Dr. Octopus how useful 2 extra sets of hands would be. He engaged in a fight with him, but things were wrapped up so quickly that Parker realized it wasn't that bad after all. The extra arms made this universe's Spider-Man become a bit of a celebrity as well, and even ended up being the reason he could save the life of Gwen Stacy. And at number 3, the Spider. Hailing from Earth 15, this red-headed Peter Parker doesn't mess around. He's a mass murderer that bonded with the Spider symbiote and turned into a sociopath that genuinely enjoyed hurting people. It's as if Carnage and Deadpool had a baby. Speaking of Carnage, this Spider's powers are very similar to his, with the added abilities of the 616 Spider-Man. Because of his criminal career, Peter Parker was sentenced to 67 consecutive life sentences. Even so, he was still recruited by the Time Breakers into Weapon X to replace Daredevil. And at number 2, Miles Morales. We all got to finally see the big screen debut of Miles Morales in the movie Into the Spider-Verse, which also introduced mainstream audiences to the fact that so many alternate versions even existed. Many wouldn't expect this from the young man that we saw in the animated film, but Miles Morales is extremely powerful. His punches and kicks need to be pulled back when fighting normal humans because they could prove to be fatal. He's especially powerful during the most dire of situations. For example, when he witnessed Black Widow's murder, Miles punched Captain America's shield so hard that it completely shattered. Lastly, on our number 1 spot, Cosmic Spider-Man. Also known as Captain Universe, he hails from Earth 13 and achieved this form by retaining the powers of the Enigma Force. He's pretty egotistical about his strength as well. One of his comic book quotes is, "I've kept the powers of a god. The inheritors would be foolish to face me here, and as long as the rest of you stay in my world, I can keep you safe." He's essentially a spider god. Think of every possible Spider-Man ability and power and then enhance that to its max capacity. His strength was increased so much that he could press lift 100 tons, which allows him to take monsters like the Hulk and throw him into space with a single punch. And that has been the top 10 strongest alternate versions of Spider-Man. Don't forget to stretch, drink some water, and tap that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed this list. Plus, comment down below with your thoughts on our strength ranking, and for more videos like this one, just click that playlist on your screen. From Top 10 Nerd, I'm Johnny Rogers. Until next time, take care.